Okay, so quick update on what I've been doing this live stream is I built this sheep farm. Basically, every so often, because of this nighttime sensor, these dispensers will go off. A minecart will go around and collect the drops and put them into a shulker box loader, which is here. I had to design the shulker box loader on stream because I've never built one before, and then I built this. This is not going to be super fast. It's going to be like a maximum of like 24 wool per Minecraft day, but that's AFK. Yeah, I don't have to do anything for it, so fine. I don't mind that at all. Now we have to breed the sheep, and I realize I actually don't have wool or wheat. I don't have wheat. I have some wheat. I do have a little wheat. Cats can have some salami. Oh, I have the rockets in my hand. So we've got to breed these guys up, and while I'm breeding them, I guess like I should be doing something. So I've thought of a plan, a project, something to do in the meantime. However, I need a set of blast protection armor for that. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't set that up. Okay, so I don't have enough end crystals to do what I want to do just yet, but I'll be able to show you my rough idea. So yeah. So I want to blow up a tunnel that goes pretty far. Can I? You have to have air spaces around it. I can totally see that being the case. More air above it? I know you can place end crystals on obsidian. Where did it go? This is a render thing, I can tell. Oh, I have it still. Okay. I'm freaking out. Do you need more space around it, I wonder? Nope. Okay, cool. Great. So, if we shoot that, it goes boom, and it's a fair bit bigger space than if you had, TNT to do this large tunnel I want to do. So, again, this doesn't really show what I'm planning. So, let's, we are flying. I actually do have to get TNT first. But that's not the end of the world. Just a little bit, not very much. And then we'll follow up with the end crystals, which I don't have enough for. And then we'll blast a tunnel straight through the island. And that'll be lots of fun, I think. Ow! God! Is my feather falling not working? I swear to God. Why'd that hurt so much? You're seeing feather falling... Feather... Depth starter 2? That's useless. Feather falling 4. It's there! It's there! It's there! We want YouTube to participate in this exploding, but I'm gonna bug out of here to get my shirt on. Oh, that is loud. There's a lot of volume involved with explosions. Oh, she's still going. Man, flooding this is gonna take ages. I'm gonna need to get a lot of ice, I think. Okay, so now I want to actually make this even larger. I know this is super hard to see, but I can't do much with that because we need more explosions, and it'll just break whatever I put down. Let's get this one recorded too. Why not? Oh God, that was so scary. Oh, cool. It got like 2 in a row? No? Yeah, 2 in a row. And I promise it is making a really big difference in the amount of stuff blown up and making this cave that much wider. Which means it'll be that much easier to beautify. Oh, cool. That was done. So I think I'm going to go and I'm going to craft a few more crystals and then just do that a few more times. And then we'll have our space cleared. Alright, so I crafted 16, but then I'm only using 7. So, neat. Oh yeah, this is exactly the way I want it to look. Excellent. I'm loving this. So, the only thing is, like, it's gonna be a pain to flood this. I'm just gonna have to get a bunch of ice, I guess. We'll make it the easiest as possible. But we'll have this really neat... That's it. That's all of them. Wow. Okay. We'll have this really neat tunnel that's full of water, and, like, we'll, you know, make it look nice with, like, you know, blocks. And then we'll be able to... If for whatever reason we need to, in the incredibly rare chance, we'll be able to boat from this ocean to that ocean without having to go all the way around either way. Alright, so we're putting the finishing touch on our sheep farm here. So there is a downside I'd like to announce with it right away. It's not super fast. That's not the downside I'm worried about, though. I should have got one more for the middle. But the problem is I actually can't take out any of the wool until I've got a full shulker box. Like, I can't access that shulker box. I can really quickly, I can break it, or I can get into it and see that, yeah, I got some wool in there, but, like, I can't access it till it goes into this box when it's completely filled. So, you know, I've got to AFK here a while before I can actually get any return from the farm I built here. And I'd like to build, you know, visuals around it, but this is it. So the long and short of it is every day, I guess twice a day with the daylight sensor, I think, maybe, it will shear the sheep. This minecart goes around in a circle, collects everything, and then deposits it into this shulker box loader that we built, that we can't get to there, that we built here. So the items come down this tube into the shulker box. This dispenser, when it's completely filled, this will fire, the piston will break it, a new one will be dispensed. So we've got shulker boxes in this there. I don't know why I sealed myself back in. Oh, I didn't. I'm just imagining things. The filled shulker box goes here, and the one that's waiting to be filled goes there. When this light is on, it means I need more shulker boxes, and that's it. That's the build. And then what else did we do? We did the tunnel. So we'll go swim on over to we're flying. We'll fly on over to here where we've got this this canal. I think tomorrow we'll light it up. I think we're wrapping up here today. But yeah, good job. Good day. Okay. So I just AFK'd for like 6 hours while I was at school doing stuff. The yield is really not good. Now I know I only got 8 sheep here, so how could it possibly be good? But you know, for 6 hours, you'd kind of hope for better than that. So I don't know, like I really did like the design. You know, going into the shulker box loader, that's one thing. The having everything fit really neatly above the shulker box loader, like, that was pretty good. And I'm definitely gonna keep this here. Don't get me wrong, but I need something a little bit more substantial in the future. Not right now. It's fine for now, but this is like an hour and a half of failure. This is a failure. So, like, anyway, I built this furnace array. It's a really, really weird, inefficient system. I plan on having a bamboo farm that powers it, and, like, I'll wait until all of the, so I've got these barrels here for, like, storage for fuel, and so it'll go, the fuel will enter here and go all the way around and fill up all of the barrels, and so I'll actually have to wait for the, like, half. So there's 64 times 27, 4 times 27, 1,728 stacks, but then there's also another 10 stacks per barrel. So plus 640. So 2,368 stacks. Jeez, how many bamboo is that times 64? 42,688 bamboo before I can use this. Wow, that is a lot. I don't think we'll be using this, like, all the time, but when we do use it, it'll be really powerful. 64 furnaces, that's a stack every 10 seconds. Nothing too insane, but yeah. We've also got our item loading. We're going to have an interface. We go here, we'll like have a place where we put the items in, and then they get evenly distributed amongst those furnaces via the minecart rail there, but we haven't yet set that up. And it's a different way of doing it. I try to do things a little bit differently every time I make a machine or whatever. This is definitely not the way to go if you want to make an excellent furnace array, but whatever, we're balling. So what I decided to do for my bamboo farm is something I typically would do for like a sugarcane farm. I'm very specifically avoiding zero tick farms or like the sand boat trick. Like, I don't want any of that. So I like farms that feel not cheaty. Go figure. So yeah, what's going on is the slime blocks, because they're so slimy and bounce, when they hit the bamboo, which will only grow to a maximum height of, I'm gonna have to put like a block along up there that these won't grab to. I don't know where to put that. I guess obsidian? That'll be expensive, but YOLO. So they'll only go up to 3 high, and then so the 2 here will get harvested, pushed into this collection bin, and I'll have a mirrored version of this on the other side, and that should produce an alright amount of bamboo. I'll have the farm, the pistons going semi-regularly, because bamboo grows so quickly, there's no reason to have a long delay on it. Yeah, it's gonna have to be obsidian in that. Darn. Okay, well, good thing I caught that while I was doing this part, because otherwise that would sucked. Very rarely do you get to build with obsidian, so I'll take this as an opportunity. Okay, so obviously the original plan was to mirror this, but like, this looks pretty cool, and it's growing bamboo pretty quickly. So I think what I'll do is I won't mirror it, and I'll just let that be my bamboo production, and maybe I'll do a little bit of extra. Like, have some other manual farm somewhere else that feeds into the same system. But I really, really, really like the way it looks, so I want to keep that. So we'll go ahead and round this off with the rest of the glass. Like so. And get the water collection in, because that is the next thing that we need. Okay, so now all we're working on is getting the clock in. Also, I think I need more lights. Like, these ones aren't growing at all. That one, I don't know why that one's not growing. I guess it's somewhat random. But we gotta get some more lights in behind there. Make sure it's nice and super bright. Like, that's definitely dark, and they're never gonna grow because it's dark. And I think that's what's going with those 3 as well. So more lights, and then we've got to get the clock that's pretty frequent to activate this system. And then we'll start getting our fuel in, which is great, because I'd really like to have this system. Okay, so that's done. We're starting to fill this up with bamboo. What's crazy is, like, this is gonna take a really, really long time to fill up with fuel. But once we do, oh my god, I just realized I still have to do the item collection from the smelters. That's not what you want to see. Oh boy. Yeah, I think. Oh, we just missed it. I think it's very quick. It's only 2.5 stacks in the hopper clock, which is so every however many seconds that is, this'll harvest. And like, look how quickly it grows. It's not exceptionally fast by any stretch of the imagination, but this is pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this grow rate. This yield is going to be pretty fine, and like I said, like, it's not going to be in no time, but it'll be in some time that it fills up. So, yeah. Oh no, some are getting stuck in the middle. I wonder why those are getting stuck in that middle spot. God, that's so much clicking though. Is that water? That is still water. Shoot. Okay, and so that's probably like these ones are getting into that one. Yeah. So for whatever reason, when you go into this one, it like wiggles its way through, no problem. Because it's got enough momentum from the water, but these two, no. Darn it. Darn it all to heck. Okay, it's not that the end of the world. I really like that whirlpool effect. I'm sad I'm gonna have to lose it. Maybe one day I'll be able to design something that can embrace it better. Unless... What happens if I do that? Do I have a way up here? No. Cool. Ow! Didn't actually hurt that much. Does that make flowing water? Nope, it don't. Oh well. Okay, so we just finished a not insignificant amount of obsidian collection. As you can see, there's more. Yeah, not insignificant amount of obsidian. So the reason we did that is both we need it for the fortress farm I'm working on off stream, and also because you can now connect portals that are on the roof of the nether, which means nether highways are now super duper easy. And oh my god, I am so excited. So we're going to make a bunch of nether portals that on the roof of our nether that take us to like our ice or our end portal, and then I think that's actually the only two locations I so far need like to travel to. But like we'll get one to like a mesa and stuff like that as well later. So right now, I think I need to pull together the items to break bedrock, which is I think I have everything over there except for of course the explosive. Wait, I have TNT over here somewhere. Probably keeping it. All right, just hurt myself. TNT. Yeah, anyway, so I've got to pull some stuff together to break bedrock a little bit. Not very much. And what? A stack? Okay. Neat. Okay, so we've done some stuff. Here we have ourselves a ladder to the nether roof, or sorry, down from the nether roof, I suppose. And that brings us to our slabbed off fortress and the progress we've got going on over at that farm. Is very slow progress. So we go up to the nether roof here, which we used a really unreliable method to break bedrock, but we done it. It's done. It's a lot simpler, but it's just not very consistent. So you see over here is our portal. That takes us back to our base. I never realized that that's how far away my base was from my fortress, but I guess it apparently is that far. If we keep flying down... Wow, that hurt a lot. If we keep flying down this way for a while, we run into... Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. We run into my portal that I put down to go to my ice spike biome, or my iceberg or whatever. So now I have access to ice a lot easier, which means now I can make the highway that connects the two places a lot easier, and then make future highways a lot easier. And I want to make like finished highway structures around these routes so that their travel is a lot easier. So I just realized I should probably like tell you guys that I've been end busting, and also that they've made a change to the game that makes end busting a lot less terrible. You can now deploy your elytra while rising, which means that like when you get levitated by a shulker, it doesn't matter. You can just double tap spacebar and go back down, basically. Really, really, really big improvement to end busting. Wow. It's still annoying, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, when your arrow bounces off their open shell and you're like, oh, come on, dude, like, that should have been a kill. Or, you know, just the fact that I do get levitated at all, kind of annoying. But, being able to effectively ignore levitation really, really, really helps make this not feel so terrible. I hated it. So I'm really enjoying this new found freedom. And we've also so far collected 56 shulker shells, which is not too shabby. I don't know how many I'm going for. I just know that I need more. So you're going to have to forgive the chronology a little bit, because the stuff I did on stream and the stuff I did off stream for this project are not like perfectly synced up. Ooh, I forgot to turn that off before I jumped down. So I'm going to go do that now. I've just ran this thing for about half an hour. It's very excellent. In fact, it's too excellent for what I've got prepared. I actually need to get some shulker box loaders down over here, because I'll show you here once I've finished clearing this up just a little bit more. Yeah, okay, good. So, we've actually completely filled... so hang on, this minus... Oh, there's another one. So in a half an hour, we got that many wither skulls, which is absolutely nuts. We filled this completely, so we're wasting coal at the moment. We've almost filled this completely with blaze rods, and then got this one going a little bit. This is full of bones, and this is full of bones. So our bones are full. We've almost filled our thing with nuggets. We've got gold, rotten flesh, not too much, and arrows. So we need to set up some shulker bucks. We need to set up 1, 2, probably just 2 would be fine. No, we should do 1 for each though, because then it's just overflow. Unless we can feed 2 into 1 shulker box loader. I'd have to look at designs now that I think of it. 4 loaders. But right now we're kind of looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shulker box loaders that need to be over here. And then for I think the other stuff I'll just expand their storage. The problem with storage in the nether is that there's only so much room to build stuff, and you can't use water. So it might be worth just saying screw it. How much deeper can I go before we hit bedrock. Oh, hang on, we're gonna... Hang on. Ah, shoot. Yeah, the shift clicking doesn't seem to be working properly in this version of the game. Oh, it looks like we've got a way to go before bedrock. Okay, well, yeah, we could just expand the storage, I guess. And, just have a bunch of chests and hoppers. That's the by far lazier route, but also, like, the alternative is a lot of redstone and hoppers, and I'd be using, like, dropper elevators instead of water elevators to get stuff up to higher levels. And also, like, a lot of hoppers to spread things out, because I can't build, like... I don't know if you recall how large my, shulker box loader is that I already have back for my sheep. But, it uses up a lot of space, and I have 7? Ooh, I'd need a shulker box factory, and that would be really cool. But, doesn't plausible. So I guess what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to go live pretty soon. But I'm going to go and grab myself a couple hoppers and some more chests, expand that storage a bit, stop wasting so many items. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we're tearing down this big mistake of a... it's not a mistake, it worked absolutely fine for the time with which we had it. But now it is done. It is ugly, I don't want it here, I don't want it to look like this, I don't want it to be as inefficient as it is. I haven't decided what I'm going to do instead, because I don't want to just do another flying machine sugarcane thing. Well, in all likelihood, that's what's just going to happen, because that's the best. But, yeah, so I've got to tear this down and figure out what we're going to do in its place is what, like, its place being, like, you know, for sugarcane, because we got to have sugarcane, obviously. Okay, so right now we're working on our sugarcane farm, and we're making really good progress on it. I'd say we're mostly done. Really what we're missing at this point is, like, the firing mechanism that lets it know when it's time to harvest, and then the collection system. But as you can see here, we've got an awful lot built. This will produce a lot more than our old one was, and also it'll be a lot less, maybe completely lossless. My original design did not have a glass thing up there to catch it, but as we learned, the force from one side, so like say I activate the pistons here, it would launch all of the sugarcane completely across to the other side, and almost none of it would make its way down into the like collection at the bottom there, which was kind of a bummer because I was really hoping to have just like this like open concept, and like you could walk through and the sugarcane would be like flying around the room at you. But unfortunately we can't do that. So rip that sick, hilarious idea. Instead we've got to go with old regular. I could do that with like a much larger room, like a way larger room, and maybe in another world or another farm or whatever, we'll do it that way. I really want to, because it was a cool looking idea, if not totally practical or necessary. So yeah, here we go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 6 times 4, however much that is, I don't know, math. That's how many plants we'll have growing here at any given time. Also, excellent source for my slime blocks. Alright, I guess I should probably update y'all on what's up. So, we've finished it, actually. We've got a daylight sensor there that activates it, and I'll see if I can raise it. Yeah, can't reach it. Done. And you can see all of them fire. I don't have all the reed planted yet, so it's not like done, but you know. It's pretty done. So, the items all go into this water collection thing. I'm going to change all that dirt with grass because it'll look better. And it goes down into this deep oil chasm. It's really dark. You can't really see what's going on down there, and I actually really quite like that effect. There's a lot more like to the room that I like to do, you know, get everything in stone and stuff like that, but for now this will do. The water, it actually comes through... give me a second here. It goes past... You can see that ice there, that's the trail for the sugarcane. And it actually goes back up over around there, and then crosses through here. You can see the trail, and it goes back into that same collection system before. Except this is not going to store enough, so I'll probably put like a shulker box loader here for it. Something like that, I don't know. But for now, it goes into these chests. So all I'm doing now, actually I should grab more because I'm going to be planting it in a second. All I'm doing now is replacing the dirt with the grass and then planting, and then this thing works. which is great because I was so sick of looking at the thing that was there, and also its yield was poop. So great. Okay, it's done. Everything's planted, everything's ready, it works. Let me see here if I can... Oh, no. I did have a couple things getting stuck on occasion, and I think I fixed that by just extending some repeaters, like length, because this ultimately is powered off of a observer in there, so timing could be a little bit funky. So yeah, there it is. We also have some junk, of course, that definitely made its way into here. Some dirt, beautiful, delicious. That's it though. Sugarcane farm finally done.